Hello everyone, and welcome to Mindful Katharsis. Today I will be discussing tithing to yourself. We are going to talk about your checking as far as where you are spending your time, your energy, what you're putting into there, and what you're taking out, or more importantly, actually, what you're allowing to be taken out of your checking. And then your savings of what you're putting in. What are you investing in you? And then we're going to talk about how you can deposit more into yourself, because that is very, very important. So, before we jump right in to our meditation and activity, I want you to release all of the tension of the day. Clear your mind of everything that came before this moment, and don't think about anything that might come after this moment. Just stay in this moment with me, focusing on your mental health and well-being. And as you settle in, finding that peaceful position, whether it's standing, sitting, or even lying down, I want you to get ready as we prepare for our 5-minute breathing. checking. Now, most of us are familiar with having a checking account. It's an account you have typically with a bank or a credit union where they hold your money. The money that is either directly deposited by you or a direct deposit for someone who is paying you. Now, when you deposit or withdraw things from this account, you will see an immediate ledger of your activities in this account. With your checking, this is going to be more of a checks and balances for your spiritual well-being, your mental health, and you taking note of how you're spending your time, your energy, your emotions, your thoughts. This checking is going to be, how do you check yourself? Are you taking note of what you are allowing to be taken out of this account? What are you allowing to be withdrawn from you? So I am going to start with my jar here. It's going to be our checkings jar. And again, this can be done with a pencil or paper, or you can make it simple and just do a simple list, or you can draw a line down the middle, and instead of drawing the jars, you can just write checking at the top and write your list underneath. So we're going to have our 2 lines. Okay, so this is our checking jar here. And we're just going to make note of everything that is withdrawing from us in our life. Now, this jar is open for that very reason, because things are being taken out. What are the things that are causing you stress and anxiety? What are the things that are taking your time? Where is your actual money being spent? What's draining you unnecessarily? Just use this jar to take an account of you in this checking account. How are you checking you? Are you checking you? And are you checking up on yourself? Savings. So now that we kind of have an idea of our checking jar, which you can still continue to put things in there if you're not done and you're still thinking about that. This should be a continuous, ongoing process, because we always have to check in on how we're doing and our well-being. So that is extremely important. So for our savings, we're going to have our closed jar here, because we do want it to be a savings tribute. Now, with tithing is something that typically is 10% of your earnings, and it is usually given to an organization or a church, religion. But as we are taught to give this 10%, has anyone ever mentioned for you to take your 10% as well? You're giving your contribution of your tithes of your 10%, but you also have to contribute to yourself as well and take your 10%. You have to invest in you. So this jar is going to be your savings jar. The jar that you deposit into to save yourself from the stress and downfalls of the world. Now I'm trying to make this jar bigger because we should be putting more into ourselves than what's being taken out. We need our savings to be abundant. So I wanted this to be a pretty large jar here. Alright, so now we have our savings jar. Now, again, like I said, you can do this as a list. You can write the words inside. Maybe you want to actually do coins where you're making a circle inside, whatever it is. I just want you to have your list of your checking from what's being withdrawn from you daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, hourly. What's being taken out? How is your money, your time, your energy, your mental health being spent? Okay, is it on the kids, on your significant other, your boss, your business, the stress of a coworker, stress of a neighbor, stress of a family member, stress of finances, stress of stability? And what are we doing to deposit into ourselves? How do we take our 10% and tithe it to ourselves? Are we taking time out every day just for us? Just to unwind from the day, just to shut out the noise? Are you taking vacations? Even if it's just a staycation, that day off. Even if the day off is the given weekend, take it off. Take it to yourself. Give back to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. What are your goals? What are the things that bring you happiness and joy? All those should go in your savings column or jar, whatever's on your piece of paper there. Fill yourself up with the right things so that you can have the abundant blessings come your way. All the things that you want can come to you. But you have to invest in yourself. You have to deposit into you. deposit into you now that you have had time to write down some things, or maybe you're making a mental list, which is great too. Just as long as you are acknowledging what these things are, I want you to look at your checks and balances and think about, sincerely consider how you can deposit more into your savings, into yourself. What does that 10% of tithing to yourself look like? Does it mean actually setting aside and that 10% of your money into your savings so that you can build that up for that house or car that you want or need? Or maybe just having a cushion fund or a vacation fund. Does it mean that your 10% tithing is the time that you take out daily and weekly just for you, that you shut out everything and everyone else and just devote to you? Does the 10% mean that you start focusing on that business that you wanted to start, or putting more into your relationship or marriage so that the people you love know that you value them? Whatever it is, make time to tithe to yourself. Don't leave yourself out. When you're giving to everything and everyone else, don't leave yourself out. Take your 10%. It's owed to you. When you file your taxes, the government never cares about whether you're stressed or whether you have it or had it. As long as they get what's owed to them. So I need you to be that way with yourself. Make sure you're always getting what's owed to you. And that positive energy and that love and compassion and always showing up for yourself, so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can manifest the best version of yourself. I hope you found this activity useful. I hope that you can continue to use it so that you can always have your list of priorities in check to better yourself. I want to thank you for gracing me with your presence. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, blessings, and love.